It is now exactly 3:30. Ding. So we are
Nice.
doing the pregame video. Hi, YouTube. This is the boring stuff. You don't want to watch this unless you really just want to hear people bullshitting. Go to part 1. This is part 0. You want to go to point 1 and watch the fun stuff. So yeah, I'm not sure. I am going to be doing not a reboot, but a continuation with new players, new characters, starting at level 1. Hopefully, mostly newbies who haven't played any Pathfinder or anything before. But don't worry, you guys will be out there too. We'll have games for you as well. But yeah, the more I do this, the faster they fill up. So I'm having to do things to kind of shift around. Kind of gotta forcibly kick y'all out to let other people play sometimes. So be it. But I'm having a blast. It's been a lot of fun, and certainly looking like it's going to continue being fun. So yeah, you should go ahead, and everybody should be leveling your characters to level 4 right now. One restriction: do not make any purchases.
Yeah.
Because you're coming back from the previous adventure. You haven't made it back to the tavern itself yet. We're here just for convenience. In game, your characters are approaching the tavern when tonight's game starts. So you haven't had time to go to the stores and do any shopping yet.
So I think I leveled up last time. I'm just double checking now. But I think everything's good.
A lot of people did either level up immediately after the game or came in during the week and leveled up. I noticed, like, out of 8 players, 4 or 5 of them were already at level 4. Hey, look who's here. There's Nick. How you doing, Nick?
Hello, Nick.
Nick's setting himself up. Nick's typing. Oh, and David, about the 450 gold piece CL6 scroll made at minimum level for a sorcerer. How do
I
they
mean,
have to
it's
wait till
irrelevant
6?
now.
Why would a sorcerer have to wait till 6? Why wouldn't they not get it at 5?
No, sorcerers are one level behind wizards in their spell progression.
Ah,
And I
okay.
think you can get scrolls as made by any class, so if you bought one made by a sorcerer, it would be a caster level 6.
Is that the same
Which is
price?
why they would cost... No, that's why it costs 450 instead of 300 and something, I forget what.
Then, yeah, that's acceptable. You can do that. Except
I mean,
not
I can't
tonight.
actually buy anything, but
Right.
thanks.
Yeah.
Nick
Wasn't sure how that worked.
says, hey, sorry we were late. I'll be ready to play if you just taking care of groceries. Cool. You're not late. You're 27 minutes early. That gives us 6 out of 7. And Ludicrous, or whatever his name is either like indecisive, he signed up and then deleted his sign up, or is having issues, because I saw last post by Levidius, and then I opened the thread and it's not in there, so I don't know.
I just thought, has he actually played before?
Yeah, he was Smasha and Crasha, I think.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Don't know then.
And
I thought
Stompa.
maybe if it was someone who'd didn't realise it was supposed to be people who played before, posted and then deleted it, but that wouldn't make sense then.
Haven't seen him in a while though. He's been playing other games. which is kind of the hope here. Let new players try out Pathfinder, learn how to do it, and then migrate to somebody else's game, and I can bring in some more new players. But no, you guys have too much fun. You have to keep coming back, signing up immediately.
You could stop being good.
I can try that.
Yeah, that would work.
I'll just start saying, no, you can't do that to everything.
Yeah. It's like, no, you can't make a strength check. Why? Because you're not allowed.
Not happening.
Because I don't want you to. Make an intelligence check.
I'm the GM. Yeah, make
See
an
if-
intelligence check instead of a strength check.
See if you're smart enough to know exactly how to maneuver your way through this giant fucking monster. Yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
try it.
Reminds me of a story, I don't even remember where I heard it now, about a really bad GM who got frustrated at his players and would just make shit up as he goes, didn't even try to approach the rules. When he got mad at a player, he would roll dice and say, take 8 points of wandering damage.
Oh my god, yes.
Just
That's incredible.
wandering damage. What does that even supposed to mean?
Just chaos. I
Yep.
love it. That's something I would do. Oh,
Well, if you made it
Oh,
part of
man,
the
the
story,
thing-
sure.
yeah. Oh, the things I've had to put up with. I was telling Matt last night about one player I had. He had played up to like level 5 in one of my games, and then we were starting a new campaign. So we were making level 1 characters, and he was getting into min-maxing for the first time, and he made an artificer,
Okay.
which was his first mistake.
What is an
um,
artificer?
They make magic items at 1/10 of the cost.
Oh, nice.
Really?
So basically he started play with like 3,000
Wait,
GP worth
that's
of magic
actually a thing.
items. Yeah, it's a thing. And then he can also, every time he levels up, he gets points, and those points can be spent to like make items for free. And their whole thing is they make magic items that don't exist.
So,
And the
who
ones in
came up with
Pathfinder.
that?
What's that?
So, who came up with that class?
I think it was in 3.5 D&D. It might be in Pathfinder, but I don't think so because it's just
I don't
banned.
think it is.
It's just banned
Sounds like one of
outright.
those things that just sort of came out in 3.5 in some random, like one of the millions of books people made for it that just had random stuff in them.
What it's really good for is NPCs, because they can just come up with this wicked cool item, and then they're like, yeah, it's like a bajillion gold pieces, or you can do this quest for me. But basically what he ended up being was I forget the term, but it was basically like a beastie's transformer, elephant man, and he was a large creature, and he had a halberd. And
Sounds
he would
like,
just
Like 15-foot reach,
20
feet.
oh my god.
20 feet, and then he had 3,000 GP worth of magic items to start at level 1, because artificer or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just stupid.
Yeah.
It was just absolutely unreal. But the rules for item creation, I got so into them just to make sure that like he wasn't breaking anything, and even by the rules, they were just absolutely broken.
I thought item creation used like XP in 3.5 though, which made it not as overpowered. Sorry, not as good.
It does, but there are like sub rules that let you like multiply the cost of the item instead of spending XP. So you multiply the final cost by like 10 or something. It ends up being the same price.
I never understood the concept behind spending XP. I mean,
Yeah.
what, you forget things and somehow that gives you a magical item? That doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Not to mention it stunts your growth to the point where some parties will just have like the random item monkey who does nothing but make
Yeah.
items for them.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
which is
also make
basically
you
the
wonder how,
artificer's
like-
job.
Would make you wonder how like the NPCs and stuff who sell items get theirs.
Yeah.
They're
Man,
just actually level 20, but they spent all their EXP on items.
NPCs make so much money. They buy things at half price. They double their money basically every
Yeah.
time. It's unreal.
and they've got unlimited funds to buy stuff with. Whatever your GM thinks he needs, that they can afford that. What, $1
Yeah.
million plus 4 Vorpal sword? Oh yeah, we got one of those. This little
Yeah.
hamlet of 500 people.
There are restrictions to some discretion.
Honestly, I think
Yeah.
there's actually
But-
some like official rules for like how expensive an item can be if you want to compared to the size of the town and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That exactly.
what's the highest level wizard or something you could expect to be there selling scrolls and things?
I'm thinking more like the video game merchants.
Oh yeah.
Where you can go in and you can sell the loaf of bread for 5 gold pieces, and it'll buy 8,000 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he was just really hungry.
Your character is now known as the Great Devourer.
You just gotta take this stuff with a grain of salt, man.
Pretty much.
It's magic. It doesn't have to make sense.
Yeah, that's so true.
So what are the a quick question? What are the best feats for people who want to use range?
Because what?
Precise
Usually.
shot.
I have precise and point blank.
Vital strike is okay. But that's base attack
Um,
bonus 6, I think.
I only have 3
I
at the
forget
moment.
I think it's called clustered shot. You'll eventually want. You probably won't need it here, but I think it's called clustered shot. It basically means that all the attacks you're making in a round, as like part of your full attack, you add all the damage of those up, then apply damage reduction.
Total
which
damage
is
from
really
4
helpful.
round range attacks before applying DR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you pretty much need that eventually because archers just shoot lots and lots of arrows that do
Yeah.
okay
1
damage.
point of damage, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's BAB6.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you probably won't need it before you've got BAB6 because you don't run into that much damage reduction at early levels.
Mhm.
It's just one of those things that you end up having to have.
One thing that I did notice worked really well is in Pathfinder Society, I have a level 7 Druid Ranger, and he's a switch hitter range main. And basically, what he does is he gravity bows. So he doubles the damage of his bow, basically. And then he vital strikes to double that.
Gravity
So,
bow is pretty sweet.
yeah. So he ends up hitting, I think it's like 4d6 damage plus like 4 times the strength damage on the composite bow. And you only have to make one hit. With like, what the fuck is that feat called? Deadly aim, -1 on the attack, plus 2 damage. But I
Basically,
think
ranged power attack.
yeah, but at level 4 it doubles, so it's -2 on the attack plus 4 damage. Yeah, that's doubled with the vital strike, so it's an extra plus 8 damage. So
I should probably take Deadly Aim.
that's a good call. What's your bonus on your attack though?
Let me see.
If it's less than 6, it's not worth doing.
My crossbow is at what is it?
Your crossbow will be at your base attack bonus plus your dexterity modifier.
Plus masterwork.
My dex is
Oh, yeah.
+4 right now.
And your BAB is 3, so it's 8, so you'd be at a 7 to hit. That's not bad. And you point blank, so it can be +8. That's not bad.
And then I have sneak attack for extra damage.
That's true. I'm not sure if that's doubled with Vital Strike or not.
Does the feat mention anything about precision damage?
I don't remember.
I don't. No, wait. I wasn't on the feat index. I don't think it does because it says weapon abilities, precision-based damage, and other damage bonuses.
Yeah.
are not counted.
Then that would make sense that sneak wouldn't apply.
Sneak attack is precision damage.
Yeah.
But with the gravity bow and the vital strike, that's 2d6 multiplied by 2, so that's 4d6 plus an extra like 2. Well, you have to have 6 base attack, so an extra like 3d6 sneak attack on top of that, so that's 7d6 damage. Plus whatever Oh, you don't have strength, so that doesn't work.
Yeah.
So plus deadly aim multiplied by 2, which would be 8. That's pretty good. And point blank, which could also be multiplied by 2, so another 2. Pretty good.
I have uncanny dodge as well now, so that's good for my class.
That's a skill that's pretty much broken just in and of itself.
Yep.
What, uncanny dodge?
Agreed.
How's uncanny
That's
dodge broken?
Yeah.
That's the one that means
So-
you'll never
No
flat-footed.
successful
right?
reflex save. It's like,
Oh,
it's so
no,
good.
the one with the reflex saves evasion, isn't it?
oh,
yeah.
right, that's evasion. But
Yeah,
uncanny
Evasion's
dodge,
fine,
you can't be
you get
sneak
to
attack.
ignore your spells if they make a reflex save.
Yeah, and that's especially useful because we're against bandits who are technically rogue class, so they can't sneak attack
Yeah.
me unless they feint first.
Also, I'm pretty sure that assassins can't do their strike on you as well.
Probably. Because I'm always considered to have my dex bonus and not flat-footed.
Nick and Diana, y'all there? Welcome.
We're here.
I'm assuming you're playing Xander and Nikita tonight?
That's the plan.
Cool. I saw that Xander appears to have leveled up, but Nikita hasn't. You do need to be level 4 tonight.
I can level her. You want to give me access? Just do it quick. She's already chosen everything.
Cool. Yeah, you both have full access to each other.
All right. I think the only thing she needs is feet and
You get
HP.
the level
Damn
4
it.
stat bonus, of course.
Yeah, I was about to take the assassinate talent, but then I looked and I saw it was under advanced talents.
Oh boy. Would be too strong.
Yeah.
Of course, you're not going to do any shopping tonight. You do get to level up, but no shopping.
I wish I
We have
got.
to
I wish I was.
we have
able
to earn
shop
the
last
right.
week.
And John is the last one on our list that's going to show up. Got about 13 minutes. I hope he makes it. If not,
I'll probably be here on the dot.
yeah. Good news for everyone who was here last week. Everyone who watched the podcast and everything, and especially good news for Red Hedgehog who wasn't here last week. I felt, and I got some feedback saying the same thing that y'all felt this way too. The treasure given was crap. With the exception of Aramel, who got the half plate +1, everybody else, I think the next highest total was 761 gold pieces. Someone got as low as 60 gold pieces for their treasure, and that's just wrong.
Yeah, that was me.
Mm-hmm. So instead, I figured out the best way to do this. I'm going to give Aramel a choice as to whether he wants to keep the half plate or trade it in for cash. Everybody else keeps all the stuff they had, but you get a bonus cash to bring everybody up to a nice even level. All right. So,
Okay.
Kip, I want you to add 2,940 gold pieces to your stash.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
2,940?
2,940.
Oh my
God
goodness gracious.
Makes you really wish we could shop today, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we will be once we earn the right to.
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Fenir? Fenir,
Yes.
was he here?
That
Yeah.
would be me.
That's David. There we go. You're going to get 2,608 gold pieces.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Thank you. Alex isn't here. Nikita is going to get 2,824, whereas Xander is going to get 2,239, and Cerveza,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to get 2,588.
2,588.
Yep.
Thank you.
Red Hedgehog,
Mm-hmm.
you get your choice. You can take it all in cash, or we can roll up some items and you can have the remainder in cash.
I'll try to roll an item.
Got it.
You like a gambler? I'll be a gambler today.
Okay, so I have dollar bills. That's good. Dollar bills, y'all. That's especially good, actually.
And who are you playing, Red?
I am playing Scather.
Okay. And he's the one you want the treasure going to?
Yeah.
You got it.
Oh yeah, this is the character I have the +2 Morning Star on.
Alrighty, we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so give me 3d5, please, Red Hedgehog. 1, 2, and 3. Right down the list. So I need a d31.
Oops, that's 21. A 5.
I need a d32.
7.
And I need a d3.
3.
Max Casio.
Alright, so let's see. Almost done. Red Hedgehog, you're gonna get 2,200 gold pieces in cash.
Okay.
You also found an aquamarine gem worth 400.
Okay.
A brooch that looks like a jade scarab. That's worth 85. And a masterwork longsword at 315.
Cool.
Grand total $3,000 to everybody.
Okay, so we should all be sitting at 3K.
Once you factor in your items and everything,
Okay.
you should have gotten a total value of 3K out of this last treasure heap.
Okay, so she got
Nikita,
2,000.
yeah, Nikita has a moonstone at 65, a plate made of electrum for 110, a bottle of spiced wine for 1, and then 2,824 in cash.
24 in cash, and Xander got 2,000. Is it 600? No, actually, it should be what, 2,339?
22.39,
2239.
I think.
Close enough. I'm not gonna. I'm appreciative for the money.
One thing I've always been really bad at as a GM is handing out treasure. You know, there are very few cases where you're really going to have a dragon's hoard just lying around for the taking. And especially at low levels. And I worry that, you know, as a GM's perspective, it's already hard enough to challenge you guys with combats. Giving you thousands of gold pieces worth of extra magical gear doesn't make it any easier on me.
You're not wrong.
Quick question on there's a feat called Focus Shot.
Okay?
Does that add the int modifier on top of everything else that's added?
Do not know.
I can take a look.
It says, as a standard action, you may make an attack with a bow or a crossbow and add your int modifier on the damage roll.
Sounds that way, yeah.
Okay. And you must be within 30 feet.
If you got a good
Creature-
int, that's a
yeah.
good feat to get.
Creatures immune to crits and sneak attacks are immune to this extra damage, so... Oh, well.
So it's just like a sneak attack,
Yeah.
basically.
Sneak attack with guaranteed amount of damage instead of a random amount.
Oh, it's like a vital strike, really. You're aiming for a specific point.
Mhm.
Like using your knowledge to pick somewhere vulnerable.
Yep.
It's
Your
a rock. It doesn't have any vulnerable spots.
Your anatomical insight adds deadliness to your shots.
There you go.
Nice Galaxy Quest.
Great show.
Curious, because she's wondering about this on her feet, and I'm not sure how to answer it.
Well, I think you would know her feet much better than I do.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do. With it's what the hell is the name
Go
of
on,
it? Rapid
spit it out.
Reload. Rapid Reload. You choose one type of crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
There's a heavy reloading crossbow, and then you have just a regular heavy crossbow. Are those two technically different types?
Yes.
The reloading crossbow reloads
You mean
itself.
repeating by any chance, or is
Yeah, repeating.
reloading gonna? Oh, repeating. Yeah, that's basically a crossbow that's fed by a magazine, like modern guns and stuff are. I think they actually existed somewhere in China at one point.
They did.
It is. It's
Yeah,
a
They're
real
pretty
thing.
cool.
The Chinese made some really awesome weaponry.
Mhm.
Gotta give them that.
All
The
right.
Japanese had some good ideas too. They had style.
Yeah, they definitely had that.
Although the Koreans had a lot of technology on their side.
Oh yes, they made that Hwacha. I'm not sure how you
Hwacha?
pronounce it.
What
The one with the rocket arrow things in it.
So they basically had a wooden box that had it had holes for 200 arrows. Each arrow had a rocket strapped to it, and they would all simultaneously fire.
That is, think about being a primitive, you know, like a peasant on a farm, and the highest technology you've ever seen is a plow. And all of a sudden, these weird-looking little people with strange clothes haul this thing up, start killing your people, and then launch that at you. I would
Koreans actually
run.
never technically invaded another country.
Well, I know, but still, you gotta.
They used that. So they used 30 Hwacha and 300 men to beat 30 Hwacha and 3,000 men to defeat 30,000 Japanese troops.
Wow.
When was that?
Back, I think, in like the 1600s,
Hmm,
16 or
that's really
1700s.
interesting.
This was last Tuesday.
Yeah, I remember there was one Wikipedia article about a war. I believe it was against Russia, and it was either Poland or Finland. and I think Russia was invading or something.
Well, yes,
And-
that's what they did to those countries repeatedly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Pretty
but
much a hobby.
I can't remember if it was Finland or Poland. I want to say Poland, but essentially what happened is Russia had something like 500,000 troops, and Poland had say like 400,000. And at the end of it, Poland had absolutely zero casualties and came out with more troops.
Yeah, I've
And
heard of
Russia was done. Everything was wiped out. It was just like, what? Is this accurate? I'm not a history buff at all, but that's hilarious.
It could very well be.
It sounds familiar, but I don't recall ever reading about anything where they took no losses.
Yeah, I could be exaggerating. They could have left with like 100th of their initial battalion, but like it's unreal.
I think I read about at least 2 separate occasions where the Russians did the thing where they go in and then they end up taking, they like take massive losses and the enemy don't take nearly as many.
Yeah.
To be honest, that was pretty much the Russian strategy, though. They just sort of hoped you ran out of ammunition before they all died.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, and thank goodness for it too, because in World War II, that's exactly what we needed. If it weren't for the Russians,
And the Chinese.
yeah, to the Chinese, yeah, to some extent. I used to play Axis and Allies all the time, man, and I would get stuck with Russia. And that was the only way to win that game, man, is to do exactly what the Russians did and just send troops west over and over again. Let them die. Keep the Germans occupied, because if you don't, the Germans are going everywhere.
Oh my god. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
There's another Flash game that I played as a kid in middle school, and it was called Age of War. And essentially, it was 2 sides starting off as cavemen, and then you would evolve, sort of like civilization.
Oh yeah, I've seen that, and you press the button to generate more cavemen who just sort of go off and attack.
Yeah, it's basically that, and then eventually you have like Cybermen,
Right.
sort of. But on the hardest difficulty, the strategy was to just make as many cavemen as you can, because they can block enough attacks, and eventually they stack together and they all hit at the same time, hitting more damage than one unit.
Right.
So your enemy ends up getting to like the cyber people, and then you have like 12,000 cavemen clubbing at the same time.
You gotta
Nothing
admit,
can
that would be
live.
pretty devastating.
Yeah, because they hit one caveman. That's it. They only hit one caveman, and then they just, okay, well, we still have 11,999 left. So we're just gonna keep, and you make like 5 of them like every 2 seconds. So it's like, yep, don't care.
Yep.
Too funny.
Cannon fodder. That's exactly what that is. War is so fun. All right, well, we are at 4:03, folks. I think if Alex is going to be joining us, he's going to be doing so late. I think hopefully everybody's ready to go at this point. Is anybody still working on something? Nick,
I'm
you
good.
and Diana good?
Yeah, we're good.
I'm pretty much set up.
All right, so we're going
I
to
was set up last time.
we're going to take 5 minutes. We're going to come back and we're going to go live, and we're going to see if you guys can save the Color Animal Inn.
Or at least avenge it.
Yes.